looking good for you right now.
Well, we have to just keep playing the right way. I mean, obviously, there's a high level and sense of urgency for us to, keep playing, keep, not looking too far ahead and just take it one game at a time.
Right.
We haven't really discussed anything more than just, we got to make sure we're ready to go on Tuesday.
What's been the key, though? Because you had that slump, and now you're really
Well,
turning at the right time.
Bob and I talked about before the game, we've finally had a little bit more consistency in our lineup with lines, with special teams, and that's important too. Chemistry is a big, it's a big thing, positive, characteristic of having a good team at this level, especially with the amount of parity and the amount of movement up and down. We're able to keep a group and keep them, and get them to trust each other and buy into each other and buy into what we're trying to do. And when one guy's doing it, everyone's doing it. So,
As a former defenseman, do you spend any special time on defense and middle in particular? I noticed you look pretty good out there.
Yeah, we talk. I mean, I've always, I felt that we've had a really good decor. We have 8 defensemen right now, and every single one of them are capable of playing in every situation. Even the 2 guys that aren't in the lineup tonight, who are, also guys that could easily be playing tonight. I think team defense or good defense is a team concept, 5-man unit all over the ice. For us to be able to play the right way and really, use each other. And I think it's important, but I think it's just important for the defenseman to be good as a force to help the defenseman and so on and so forth. So we've preached it from day one, and you have to continually teach and reiterate it because it can get away from you pretty quickly.
I noticed he's pretty big in your power play as well.
Yeah, he's got a heavy shot. I mean, he's a threat up top, and obviously, he's had some success last week, and like I said, they were good. It was a good unit tonight.
Talk about how well Johnson and Seaback work together tonight.
Well, I thought that line, Johnny, Finley, and Seaback, they're all guys that can skate, make plays. Johnny's a tenacious guy. He's got great stick, good angles, good speed. He's got good habits. Stops on pucks, does a little thing. And the odd time, you might have to reel him in a bit, but he's been a pleasant surprise for us. He hasn't played a lot this year, so it was an opportunity for him to come down here and get a chance to play. And then the better he's played, the more trust he's kind of instilled in us to be able to give him a little more responsibility. But I like his north-south game and ability to get on the forecheck, especially with those 2 guys.
Much happier with the game that you guys played tonight as opposed to the way you guys played against Gwinnett on Thursday?
Yeah, I think we had more energy. I think we were sharper mentally, physically. We didn't have a lot of sustained pressure in our own end. And, there were times where we managed it well. But, I kind of figured that we would have a little more energy just from what we, the last week going into this weekend. And, we had a day off yesterday just to get away from the rink and the guys be able to kind of, take care of their life, I guess you could say. And then, we go back at it again Monday. We have a big week coming up. We're not looking too far ahead, but you have to take that in consideration with the energy of your group. Make sure that they get adequate rest, and it's upon themselves as professionals to make sure that they take care of themselves the next 2 days before Tuesday.
With what you've seen so far out of Gwinnett in these couple of games, with one more game left to go, knowing that Greenville has to play this same Gwinnett team or maybe a modified version, depending upon if there are any more moves or anything, how much help do you think Gwinnett could be to Orlando in those games against Greenville?
Well, I think Andy's done a great job, with some of the personnel moves that they did make. They're much more structured. They're a lot harder to play against. They're not an easy team to play against tonight. They work hard and they compete hard and they battle hard, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm not gonna, talk about what they can do or whatnot. I just know they played us hard tonight, and I thought they played us hard, and they'll play us hard again Tuesday. But they're a much improved team, and hats off to what Andy's done there, and to it's not easy, obviously, but he's done a phenomenal job getting those guys to compete hard, and we have to be ready. Thanks.
Thank you.
How do you feel about how the team is playing? 6 guys scored. You've won 8 of the last 11. 10 games left. Things are going your way. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's been fun. I think we've been clicking as a group lately, and making this playoff push here. It's been big points for us down the stretch, and it's just trying to have fun out there, and it's been a good ride so far.
Talk about getting what essentially is instant chemistry, because you came in at a late point. Tonight you were playing with Finley and Seaback. Seaback hasn't been here that long either, but tonight you guys were certainly a going concern throughout the entire game.
Yeah, I think playing with those two guys, they have a lot of skill, and they're going to get you the puck, and you know that as a player. I think not so much trying to try to be too fancy with them, but I think I can bring a lot of speed to their to our line and get them the pucks, and they've been going in for us, so it's been like I said, it's been fun, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
How did it feel to get that first goal in Soldier uniform tonight?
Yeah, it was nice to get that first one, and hopefully get a couple more here.
Talk about the hand-eye coordination that you needed to be able to get your stick on Keenan's shot just enough to be able to redirect it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I played with Keenan in Albany before this, and every practice we were out there, working on that. He would be shooting it, and I'd be trying to tip it, and I think it's one of those things where it just comes as an instinct. Playing baseball as a young kid, it's all like the same kind of game there, and I was happy to get my first one, and I was glad that Keener was able to get the assist there.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Pat.